Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. As you join in, please kindly mute your mic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Please, as you join in, please kindly mute your mic. And as we wait for everyone to join in. So maybe before we join in, you can introduce yourself. I think it's best we best connect with each other. My name is Bashir, by the way. So if you want to introduce yourself, I think you can do your name and your school. It will be great to know that so we can connect with each other. So I'll be calling the names as I see the names in the chat. So just in the chat, just your name and your school, so we can just connect by that. Nice to meet you, Bamikole Nathaniel from Federal University of Oye-Ekiti. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Toby from Miva. Nice to meet you, Simon from Miva. Welcome, welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. As you join in, please kindly mute your mic. Hi, Olabi. Hi, Chisom from Unilag. Hi, Lawal. Welcome, welcome to the call. Lawal from Olabisi Onabanjo University. Hi, Jacob from Lagos State University. Nice to connect with you. Hi everyone, welcome to the OP Scholars Information Webinar. As you join in, please kindly introduce yourself, your name and your school. It will be good to connect. We have a lot of people from Miva Open University on the call. Welcome. Hi, George from Federal University of Agriculture, of Technology. Hi, Emmanuel from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, UNN. Hi, Alex from Unilag. I'll keep calling your names. I Akolo from NUTM. I Dumsuka. I did not get your university. I Ibrahim from Crawford University. I Uluwasegun from OOU. Welcome to the call. Welcome. Welcome, Waris. Okay, Dumsuka from Uniport Medicine and Surgery. Welcome. Hi, Olajumoke from Lagos State University. Welcome. Hi, Adu Agbemi from Ilorin. But when you invest in Ilorin, is it what institution from Ilorin? I know there is Unilorin, there's Kwara Poly, there's College of Education. So Adu Agbemi, let us know where you're from. Hi, Enoch from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Hi, Agana from University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Welcome to the call. Kindly mute your mic as you join in. This is going to be a very interesting session as we go ahead, just to know about what the OP Scholars Program is about and what we have for you in terms of benefits and getting into the program. So just introduce yourself. I think I've got to know a lot of people from Miva University today. Hi, Enito from OU. Hi, Ekundayo from University of Jos. Hi, Victor from University of Nigeria, Enugu campus. I know there's Nsukka campus, there's Enugu campus also. It's good for you to clarify where you're from, Victor. Hi, Enoch. I think I was talking about Enoch. So kindly, everyone, welcome. Welcome to the call. This is 4 p.m. We will be starting soon. Okay. I think I have one hand raised. Hi Ibrahim, just a minute, right? Let's welcome before the questions start coming in. But you can type the question. I think it's best for you to type as we welcome people into the room. Did you get that, Ibrahim? I don't think you've introduced yourself, Ibrahim. Right? Hi Ajayi from University of Agriculture and Technology. Hi Esther from Miva Open University. Welcome. Welcome to the call. Just kindly mute your mic. I have the power to mute everyone on the call, so don't let me use my power. Before I use my power, so please let's just mute our mic before I use my power. So yes, kindly mute your mic. Introduce yourself, your name, and your university. I, Sadika Umar from Federal University of Health Science, Azari. Welcome to the call. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you've seen your colleagues on the call. Connect with them. Go and meet them after the call. Hi, Abdulmudalib Ibrahim from Federal University of Health Science also. Welcome to the call. We are going to be starting at exactly 4:05. So just take your time, get water, get seated, mute your mic, get your notepad to take notes. It's going to be a session where you're going to get a lot of clarifications around the program and challenge. So just get ready. Kindly, as you join in, please mute your mic. As you join, kindly just introduce yourself, your name, and your university. I, Shegun Daniel from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. I, Daniel Olanipekun from National Open University of Nigeria. Hi, Peter from Ziba Institute of Technology. Hi, Divine. Hi, Emmanuel from UNN. Hi, Amos from University of Jos. Hi, Swalihat. I hope I get that correctly. Pardon me. From Abu Zaria. Hi, Ibukun from OOU. Hi, Yunusa from Lagos State University. Welcome. We have a lot of different universities. I'm just not knowing that I don't know universities in Nigeria. I don't expect to know that, but it's interesting to see quite some that I've not heard of before, and that's nice to know. And welcome for joining us. I teach Jeshu from University of Jos. Goodness from University of Medical and Applied Sciences. Welcome to the call. We have people from Lagos State University. Stephen, welcome to the call. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the OP Scholars Program. And today we are going to be having the information webinar where we'll be clarifying a lot about the application, the eligibility, what you need to know to apply, the benefits, what you'll be getting, the application requirements. We're also going to be giving you tips for to have strong applications, and also going into like the program deep dive. What does the program, what are you getting? What's the approach we're going to be using to implement this? So you're going to be getting all of that also. So welcome, welcome. We have just 1 more minute. We will be starting soon. So if you have friends that are yet to join, please kindly notify them. Let them join the call. It's going to be a very Hi Mohammed, welcome to the call. So we are going to have a very interesting and educative and clarifying session. So just welcome, welcome, welcome to the call. So we have 1 more minute. I anointing. I can see your emoji. Welcome. So as you join in, welcome to the call. Mute your mic. We are going to have a space for Q&A. You are going to be given the right, like where you are going to raise your hand and we're going to answer all of your questions and reply all of your questions and everything you need. So just listen in to get the all details of the application. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is 4:05. We will be starting now. We will be starting now and getting to the information webinar. Welcome everyone to the OP Scholars Program National Innovation Challenge in partnership with Google. And today we are going to be having the information webinar. This information webinar, as I said earlier, will be around the application deep dive, the approach of the opportunity, also looking at what will give you a tip for a strong application into the program, what are the benefits you will get into the program, what is the duration of the program, and also what are the different perks we have for you during the program. So this is going to be an interesting ride. And if you have any questions, as I said, you can drop your hands now. We have a space for live Q&A where you're going to ask all your questions, and some of the questions you have might have some answers as we go through the session. So Joseph, I'm going to lower all your hands when it's time for Q&A. I Emmanuel, when it's time for Q&A, we'll get all of your questions and you'll be able to reply that. So just bear with me. So as we go into the next slide, I will be calling on the representative from OPE to take us around the vision around the OPE scholars. What's the vision? What are the major outcomes they're expecting? And what do they have for us? So I think I have my representative on the call. Hi, the CSL personnel from OPE. Are you on the call?
Hi, Bashir. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me. I mean, I'm quite excited to have this. I have been listening in right from about 3:55. How you had welcomed everybody, personalized the entire process. I mean, I was beginning to feel, oh, probably I should just take another form and get back to those undergraduate years. Those years of being an undergraduate. I mean, back then we would say, "Oh, we can't wait to graduate." So now that we've graduated, we've seen that it's a whole new, different ball game entirely. Quite
Absolutely.
different from what we had in our own tiny little brains as at that time. But I think are we ready to move ahead now?
Yes, we are. Yes, we
If
are.
you
Please take us straight.
Okay, okay then. Good evening once again, Bashir. It's been a pleasure getting to work with you through the entire process and planning of this entire program. And good evening, everyone. My name is Itoro. I'm the CSR manager at OPE, and I have the pleasure of telling you that there are so many things that you'll be learning today with respect to our latest baby in town, the Innovation Challenge, OPE Scholars. I know many of you here have actually heard about the OPE scholarship program, which we had started off in 2024, but now we've taken the game to another level. Now it's quite bigger, better, more inclusive, with lots of opportunities that every one of us on this call who are undergraduates will be seizing the opportunity to want to jump on and just turn our lives around and put our schools on the national world national map. We could also call it a world map, because for you to make it to the grand finale, don't worry, I'm already spilling the milk already. But don't worry, I'm actually itching to go on. But quick one, I'd like to start by saying clearly that many of us have been seeing so many ads online saying it's the OPE scholars, and maybe we're looking at it from just one side of view. But I'd like us to think outside of the box. Let's say we're using a triangle this time around, and then the triangle has actually three angles. A triangle has three sides, three angles, like the word says. So we'll be looking at this particular program today from three different angles. It's one gun. Though there's a popular saying that says you can kill two birds with one stone, but this time around we're using one program to kill three birds, but not literally killing. We're not putting anybody to the knife this time around. So I'd like to just share with us now one of the things that I'll be sharing with you. And
We can't hear you again, sir.
We can't hear you again. I think you're muted.
oh,
Yes, you're muted. Yes,
okay.
yes,
How about now?
yes, we can hear you now. Loud and clear.
Please, please, if there's anybody on this call that has access to 12 or 7 candles, please begin to burn those candles, because I'm surprised how how my mic suddenly went muted even without me touching it. But having said that, I'm sure we have lots of prayer warriors here. So please begin to drop those prayer points. Nothing goes wrong with the internet today while I make this presentation. So the OPE scholars, actually will be having three different sides to it, interesting ones, three different trajectory. I would like to say that one is innovation challenge, which is going to be very mouth-watering. I mean, imagine yourself, you know, coming together with your team, you set up and provide a tech-driven solution, and then a couple of months down the line, you meet yourself on the grand finale, well-lit stage, mic in your hand with your team with you, and you're pitching your solution to some tech experts, tech professionals, tech giants, and then at the end of the day, your team is announced as the winner of the innovation challenge. I mean, that means you are able to have access to a pool of about 18 million naira. So we have that will be coming up as part of the innovation challenge. So it's not just an innovation challenge, but it's giving you an opportunity to develop something locally, trying to solve a problem that is very peculiar to Nigeria, peculiar to the society. But one thing you should have in mind about this innovation challenge is that we're having it together with Google. And I mean, when you hear Google, I'm sure almost everybody on their phone would have actually used one of their products even before this time. And right now, we're actually on one of their products, Google. So imagine giving or having that exposure from Google. You know, it opens you up to lots of opportunities. You might only be looking at it as a locally organized event, but think of it from a bigger and a larger scale to say, if Google, which is a tech global giant, this is a company that is well rooted in tech solutions, problem solving. They've seen it all, they've done it all. Imagine them giving you that limelight, giving you that spotlight, giving you that visibility to the global audience. What do you think becomes of you? What do you think becomes of your school? What do you think becomes of your career path? Hold that thought. Now, the second one, which is the 1.2 billion naira 10-year scholarship. This is actually the flagship. This is where the innovation challenge evolved from, where we started off by giving 300,000 naira to over 420 students across 20 tertiary institutions in Nigeria in 2024 and 2025. Now, the games have gone up. The older you grow, the more things that are expected of you. So now we have gone into year two. We have now included the innovation challenge as an added advantage, as an added opportunity, as a door and a pathway. But going back to the 1.2 billion naira scholarship that we have started off in 2024, each student will be still be having access to 300,000 naira as a scholarship. But now remember, this is year two, not year one. Year one was just the scholarship. Year two, we've added it. It's now the innovation challenge. Now, the third one I would like to share with us is the OPay futures. Now, we very much would agree with me that we have lots of brains, lots of talent, with a country with over 120 million youths. You can imagine the kind of wealth of talent that that population would possess. Now we know that while we have lots of people, lots of youth in Nigeria, the opportunities that are available to the number of youths we have, undergraduate, smart ones, does not always equal or tally to the students. This is where the OP future comes in. With OP Futures, you would have the opportunity to showcase your talents and then be part of a talent pipeline that will then be open to job opportunities, internship, and placements with Google, OPay, and other tech giants that are partners with us on this year's innovation challenge. Now, moving forward, please, Bashir, could you help me with the next slide? Now, moving on, now, as you can see right now on our screen, like I had shared in the previous slides, 18 million naira, 300,000 naira, and a career pathway. Now, for the 300,000 naira, this is actually speaking to the scholarship that will be available. Over 240 students will be shortlisted. Top 10 teams make it to the boot camp, and then the top four will have a chance to be at the grand finale live in Lagos. What else would happen on that day? Like I shared initially, 18 million naira will be up for grabs, where three teams will be sharing the spoils, as they would always say in big competitions, share the spoils. And then, like I said, a well thought career pathway has been created, and I'm sure that many of us here, someone here or a school here on this call this evening, would actually emerge as the champions, as the winner, and as the only team that will walk with their shoulders high, their heads high, their shoulders broad, and then we'll be having that song sung on that day, that stand up for the champ. I'm sure many of us would want to be the ones that people would actually be standing up and they're, giving all of those accolades on that day. Yes, please, next slide, please. Hey, Toby is saying why Lagos, not Abuja, the home capital. Don't worry. Gradually by gradually, elephants will fly. We'll be taking this around the country. This is just the first time we'll be doing the Innovation Challenge Grand Finale. So trust me, we'll be more than open to always take this around the country and see that we're also able to bring, lots of opportunities to every youth out there, as long as you're an undergraduate. Now, how will this program run? I mean, I know that there have been lots of information that have been put out there on social media. Some of us have had some of this information on different WhatsApp groups in our individual schools, but I'd like to also break this down quickly. Now, how will the program run? Presently, we're in the first phase, which is the application phase, which had started in May, in the month of May 25th to June 14th. So June 14th being next week, we're expecting that the call for applications will close. Shortly after that, shortlisting will commence, where 48 teams will be selected to compete for the cash prize. Now, once we have this 48 teams selected from each school, now remember, I would like to also share with us that only one team can represent a particular tertiary institution. We cannot have two teams representing a particular tertiary institution once the shortlisting phase is completed. Now, I'm sure I would like to, in no particular order, but share that, oh, we have ABU on this call, we have MIVA. So we can only have one champion representing, or one team being or representing ABU or representing MIVA as the champion of that tertiary institution. Moving on from that shortlisting phase, we go straight into the webinar. Now, this webinar is going to be a 6-week long series where we'll be faced with the opportunity, or we'll be met with the opportunity to be treated to listen from professionals who have worked on the back end to develop solutions for OPay, to also work on the back end for Google. And then we're able to, get a lot of things from these people. And then at the end of the webinar, something would happen. There will be an examination that would actually be done. Now, what will happen will be that the top 10 teams that perform best during the examination immediately after the webinar will then, you know, go into the bootcamp stage. And afterwards, from the bootcamp stage, we have the top four teams again that will make it to the grand finale. I'm sure this seems pretty much interesting. How do we start from 48 teams and we end up with just four teams? And that's it. Many of us who are on this call, I'm sure you are all football fans. We all watch the Champions League, and we're also gearing up to, watch the World Cup, which will be starting in a couple of days, as on the 11th. And we know that it's just like the World Cup. This year's World Cup, we're starting with 48 teams. So this is just synonymous with the World Cup, 48 teams. And then we get to the grand finale stage, which will be like the final of the finals. So please, I would like you to just take your pen and paper. If you have any questions, please begin to put them down. I would like to, at this point in time, quickly yield the mic to my partner, a friend, and a brother on this project, Bashir Ahmed. Thank you, Bashir Ahmed, and thank you, everyone, for taking our time to hear me out.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. I think that's very well explanatory. Can you all hear me? I hope you all can hear me, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So as I said, right, the application or the program is majorly around you coming in as a team strong and also closing it out as a team strong. And one of the major things, as I said, using the scenario of football, I think the last World Cup was more on unity,
Yes, sir.
fighting for someone. Well, see, it's Argentina. So the application is up now, right? And it basically close on June 14th. That's next week. So if you've not started, I think you need to start today and make sure that you are bringing in a very strong application. So just not beating that, who can apply? As an undergraduate, we're expecting applications from all Nigerian universities, polytechnic, or college of education. And that's majorly saying that from the university you're coming in with a team of exactly 5 members from all same institution. So we're expecting 5 people from example University of Lagos, and they're all from the same institution, and you're coming in as a team. No application fee. The application is completely free, so you're not expected to pay money to anybody to apply for the opportunity. And all levels are also welcome. 100 level through final year, you can apply. If you're in 100 level, you can apply. In 500, you're in 400 level, you should apply for this opportunity because it gives you the ability to showcase what you have. It gives the ability to own and build something for yourself and as a team, which is more like a united team. The only flag is postgraduate students are not eligible to compete. So you are doing your masters, your PhD. This opportunity is for the undergraduate. So I think that's one major thing you need to know. So a key thing about who can apply is we're expecting applications if you are in any Nigerian university, polytechnic, or college of education. A team of exactly 5 members. The key aspect is all of you must be from the same institution. So if we are all from University of Lagos, you are all from University of Ilorin, you are all from Miva Open University, you must be from that institution. No application fee, and all levels can apply for this opportunity. The only flag is postgraduate students are not eligible to compete. So the team composition, as I said the last time, a team of 5 from the same institution. The thing is, a student, any undergraduate. So what makes a team, right? Any undergraduate student from university, polytechnic, or college of education, you form a team, and a team of 5, exactly from the same institution. Team member do not need to belong to the same faculty or department. So, for example, you are from the faculty of engineering, right? You don't have to have all your team members from that faculty or department. You can pick someone from the faculty of agriculture, you can pick someone from the faculty of arts, you can pick someone from even medicine and surgery. Is forming a team that everyone have different skills and capacity coming together. So you are not limited by faculty and you are not limited by department. The only limitation is you must be from the same institution. So the team now, as I said, can be from any faculty, any department. What makes a team? The five members must have five key strengths. So what are the things are we looking out for to build something, bringing it into this program? You must have a blend of different skills, right? You don't want to have everyone have the same level of skills or the same type of skills. First is you must have a builder. The person is either a product manager or the tech person in the team. The person turns the idea into the prototype, into a working product. You have a strategist, the person talking about the money. How do we make money? How do we shape the revenue model? How do we talk about the pricing? How do we go to markets? How do we do the distribution? How do we get customers? That is the strategist in the team. You also have the researcher, right? The researcher is someone that brings data, that does the market research, that does the customer research, and the person is bringing a lot of insights into the team. You also have a storyteller who can sell, who can pitch, who can present, who can communicate on the team, and you have the coordinator, the leader that keeps everyone in scope, that aligns the scope, the deadline that, the deadline is June 12th, we have to submit by June 9th to make sure that we are able to meet the deadline. So you need that leader, you need that coordinator, and you need that person that will manage the whole team and make sure that the scope of what you are building is aligned, the timeline is aligned, the team is united, and you're all working on different capacity and strengths. So why should you apply for this opportunity, right? There are many key benefits that you will get from this, and the first is you are getting a 300,000 scholarship. A 300,000 scholarship. Every student who pass through the webinar stage exam automatically qualifies for this. So you can only get to benefit from this scholarship when you pass through the webinar stage and you are moving down to the boot camp, right? So if you look at the stages that my earlier partner shared, you will see that after the webinar, you'll have the boot camp. So you must pass the boot camp to go into to have access to this 300,000 naira scholarship. The second is a Google Career Certificate. You are going to, as I said, this is a partnership with Google. So because you are going to participate in the webinar that is partnership with Google, you're also going to be getting a globally recognized certificate that is yours to keep because you participated in the program, you learned, you had your exam, you passed, and you're going to have the certificate. You're also going to have access to the OPay Futures Career Pipeline. This is a long-term, as I said, long-term opportunity for you where you're going to have access to internship roles at OPay and other partner organizations. You are coming in because you've gone through the webinar, the boot camp. You're going to be one of the top talents for OPay Futures Career Pipeline, and this is going to be a long-term journey for you. And the ultimate goal, right? The grand
We
finale.
can hear you, sir.
You can't hear me?
No, we can hear you, sir. We can hear
We
you.
can hear you. You can hear you. I think it's the network.
Hear you, sir. It's probably your network.
Okay, please kindly check your network. So as I said, the grand finale, which is the 18 million naira prize pool. The first prize is 10 million naira. The second place prize is 5 million naira, and the third place prize is 3 million naira. You are coming into present and fight for this, right? You are going to play your final, and we're going to see the person that you are going for penalty or you are going to win it through the before the 90 minutes course. But the first place team goes home with 10 million naira. The second place team goes home with 5 million naira, and the third place team goes with 3 million naira. So, interestingly, if you are going to be the first place winner, You are going home with a 300K scholarship because you passed through the webinar. You are going to also be getting the Google Career Certificate, which is globally recognized. You're also going to be part of the OPay Futures Career Pipeline. And finally, you're going to be going home with a 10 million naira prize. I think this is huge for everyone to put in their best, starting from the application, getting into the program is the first order you have to pass. So for you to pass that, I'll be going through that also. What do you need to apply to get into the program, to have the benefit of getting the 10 million naira, the Google certificate, being in the OP pipeline, and also getting the 300,000 naira scholarship? First is the concept note. Your concept note must be a well structured, detailed document which we expect to have the problem statement, your proposed solution, and how you plan to implement your solution. I will repeat, your concept notes must be a well structured and detailed and well formatted document that will have your problem statement, your proposed solution, and how you plan to implement the solution you are building. The second thing is the team story. As I said earlier, as my partner also said, this is a football and we have to be united. From the defender, which can be the communicator, you have the team leader, which will be the captain, you're having someone talking about the data and all of those things, and you have to form a team. So how do you have a team story and personal statement also? And you have to make sure that you are sharing something that is quite connected to the team and quite connected to what you are building. The third one, please kindly mute your mic.
Network dey misbehave.
Please kindly mute your mic. I'm trying to see what's the problem. Hi Destiny, please mute your mic. Thank you very much. So the third one is a pitch deck built on Canva. We also expect you to build a pitch deck well designed, well formatted. A pitch deck is a document that doesn't have to have a lot of information. You need a required information, just the standard information about your solution. And finally, a short story video pitching your idea. Think about that. How do you plan to make the short story video where you talk about your idea and you are out telling us what the story is behind the idea, what you plan to do, how you're going to implement it, who the idea is for, and all of those things. So for you to get into this program, these four key things are things that must be done excellently well and also well structured, and also you are looking at the requirements and also the composition of all of this item, the concept notes, your team story, your pitch deck, and also a short video are things that you must build. So tips, I said in the beginning, we are going to also be helping you. How do you get into the program? First is you are solving a real problem, right? A problem that is genuine pain points that people either in your community, people in your school, people in the states, people in Nigeria are facing, and you have a solution to that problem. You also need to be specific and practical, right? You want to show exactly how it works, not just an idea. You're not thinking of an idea to change the world. This is something you have the approach, you have the solution, you have the um, you have the practical steps on how you plan to achieve or how you plan to build the idea. You also need to show originality. Bring an angle the judges haven't seen before. We want to see your idea. We want to see your originality. We don't want to see everyone coming up with the same type of, ideas and the same type of. So we want to see that originality from your team, how you're able to think about your idea, how you're able to make the video, how you're able to come up with the concept note, how you're able to build your pitch deck, your design, right? How you're also able to talk about the story behind it, your personal story, connecting it to the team story, connecting it to the personal statement. How do you show that originality? Use Gemini meaningfully, right? Let AI sharpen your solution and not replace your thinking. Please mute your mic. So You also want to use AI very carefully. Don't just want to paste the O prompt on AI and ask Gemini to just come up with the idea, and you just download the document, share it with us, we are good to go. No, we want to see your originality, as I said. We want to see your thinking, we want to see your thought process around what you are building. And that is something that will sharpen. You can use AI to sharpen, to make it more packaged, to make it more looking good. That's allowed, but you just want to build your idea using AI. That's something that you need to actually think carefully when you are building. Also, make your pitch visually clear. Clear visuals, a tight demo tense, like very clear tense. You can see my deck. This my deck is a practical example. Very clear, very neat, very structured. These things are well aligned, not scattered, right? So you also want to build a pitch that is visually clear and also well standard. And finally, you want to make sure that you ensure all your uploads are accurate and accessible. I'll be also be sharing about what does it mean to have a document that is well accurate and accessible and well structured. So that's also something you need to pay close attention to. And that's my next slide. How do you name and submit your work? Please take note of this. This is a very clear instruction that will make sure that you are listening and you understand the process. If you look through the Google form, you will see that there's a clear instruction on how you should name your folder. So you need to name your team. Choose one clear team name and use it exactly the same everywhere. We don't want you changing the name of your team from we are Team Rainbow, but in the other documents you are Team Dynamic, and we are seeing different team names. No, we want to see exact one team name across all your applications. You also want to create a Google Drive folder, and you want to name it OPE Scholars 2026, your team name and your institution. For example, OPE Scholars 2026, my team name is Team Rainbow. I will put Rainbow dash institution University of Ilorin. OPE Scholars 2026, my team name Dynamic Miva Open University. OPE Scholars 2026, I'm a Manchester United fan, so let me use my club. OPE Scholars 2026, Manchester United, Ahmadu Bello University. So you want to make sure that you name your Google Drive. The Google Drive, you're going to upload all the 4 key documents I shared. What are the 4 documents? The concept notes, the document that has the story. Please kindly mute your mic. Thank you very much. I'm trying to see who is unmuted. Okay, your team story, your pitch deck, and also a short video that you will upload. Finally, you also want to share the link right away. Please make sure that you share the link right away where it's accessible to everyone. Don't make a link where it's only you and the team, your private team that can access. Try to check it from the external angle. Anyone with the link can view. Then paste the link in the form. So when you go to your drive, you go to share. When you go to share, you are going to see anyone with the link, you will give the person viewer access. Google has made this Google Drive very easy where if you share, you see the viewer access and it's automatically give you. If you don't give us access, we can't have access to your folder and we can't review you. So don't actually be the one that will restrict us from reviewing your application. And we don't want to be requesting from access from everyone, right? So it is better where you have your link as a viewer option where we can open and no signing in there. So we don't have to sign in and start putting our own details to get your form. Very clear. If you give us the share access, we'll be able to we'll be able to upload the stuff. Also, test your link in private or incognito mode before submitting. If we can't open your folder, we can't review your work and your team will not be shortlisted. I'll say that again. Test your link in a private and incognito window before submitting. Take it to the incognito mode, paste the link, click on it. Can you access it from there? If the link is requesting for access, just go to the general access and put the viewer option on. If we can't open your folder, we can't review your work automatically, and that means that your team will not be shortlisted. We have over thousands of people applying for this opportunity, and I don't think you want to be the one to not allow your team actually go through the application. So please make sure that you share and you look through this link right away and make sure that you give us the right access to it. Applications are currently now open. It has been open since May 25th, 2026. We have few weeks to go. So please start the application today. If you are year two, make sure you are giving us the right document across your concept notes, your team story, your video, and also your pitch deck. The application closes June 14th, 2026. We are going to be closing it out. If you want to get more information around the OP challenge, you can use this hashtag to keep up OP scholars and also hashtag OP innovation challenge. When you search for these two links, it will take you directly to the different posts, different media resources that have been shared about the OP innovation challenge, and also to get quite more information about the opportunity, I will say you follow us on OPE on IG, OPE.ng, Facebook at OPE, X on X, OPE_NG, TikTok, OPE Nigeria, and on LinkedIn, OPE. You need to start your application today. Form your team, a team of five. I'll go back to the team a team of five, and the team of five where we are not you are not limited to the people from the same faculty or department. We only expect applications from the same institution. If you are in 100 level to 500 level, you can apply. If you are a postgraduate, please don't apply. You are not allowed in to apply for the opportunity. And also look at the key strengths the team are building. You need a leader, you need a builder, you need a strategist, you need a researcher, and you also need a storyteller, someone that can pitch. Make sure you have all of that and also there. So I will be going into questions and answers. But before I go in there, I don't know if my colleagues have anything to share from the OP team. Do you have anything to say before we go ahead?
Please can you share the list of things that we are supposed to submit?
Okay.
Just share it on the screen.
We have a lot of hand raised. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So I think I will be calling names. Please mute your mic. I'll be calling names, and if I call your name, kindly unmute your mic and you can ask your questions. Enoch Olagbaju, your hand is raised. Please, can you unmute your mic and ask your question?
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, my question is about this Gemini app you said we should download and make use of. I was not able to download it because it said paid, but I've been using Gemini AI in the past online. Is that really recommended, and won't it disqualify us? My next question is, as a medical student, a dental student to be precise, our CGPA is being issued in part one. So onward from part one, we don't use CGPA, we just use aggregates. And when we get the total aggregate is when we graduate. So that's question two. And about my last question, which is about the test. The test will be based on which areas? Is it from what we've done or something else? So those are my questions, sir.
Okay, so you asked three questions, right? And I need to take it, I think we should take it one by one so you don't muffle everything up. Can you start from the last one? I think I.
Okay, sir. The last question was the 30 questions in 30 minutes that will be done.
Yes.
What is it based on? What is it based on?
It's based on the courses from the webinar, from the curriculum from the webinar. So on the webinar, you have different topics you'll be taking on. So after that, you take the 30-minute test on it. 30 questions, 30-minute test on it. Do you get that?
All all right, sir. I
Okay.
get that.
Your second
The
question?
next The second question is about me being a medical student and our CGPA is only given to us in our part one, that's 100 level. So from part two, which is 200 level, we don't have a CGPA like current CGPA, but we take exams, tests, and they are recorded as like aggregate or so. So when we graduate, we have everything summed up to a particular result. So how do we go about that?
Okay, so if I get you correctly, it means that you only have access to your 100 level CGPA, right? So it means that
In medic
okay, go
in
on.
medic in medical school,
Mm.
from 200 level we don't use CGPA again. So
Mm-hmm.
from only part one, only in our 100 level we use CGPA.
Okay. Yes, because so interestingly, we've found them down out because of how the application is, because it's an aggregate of the same CGPA. It's not just your own CGPA. So I think you can impute the under level CGPA into it to make sure that it works. Do you
All
get
right,
that?
sir. Thank you,
Yeah.
sir. I get that, sir. That's answered. The next question, which is the last one, is about the OP app, that AI app that you talked about. So you said in the requirement that we need to download the app and be using it for a while. And I noticed that I couldn't download it using my Android phone. So and it's saying paid. So are we going to be disqualified for this?
No, you're not going to be disqualified for it. So I think one thing you need to look at is there is a Gemini platform which we'll be sharing with you all as a follow up to this call. So you can use that, and we're not going to be disqualifying you on that.
Okay, sir. One last question, sir, before I just drop the call. The pitch deck, we are going to be sharing the link to the Canva pitch deck, or we are downloading it as a document, or how do you go about that?
So you are going to download it as a document and upload on the drive, and share the link to the drive. Do you get that?
Thank you so much, sir.
Yes.
That's all, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. So hi, Treasure.
One talk with it.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
One
Um,
talk with.
sorry.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Please go on.
okay. Nice presentation. I really appreciate you for everything. At least it was an help. Yeah. So I have a few questions. So, the first one will be, can a team submit multiple projects? So that's my first question. Second question is, now in the form we had five categories. We had concepts, we had idea, we had prototype, we had MVP, and we had early traction. So for early traction, how far are we looking at? Okay, if the project has been up for maybe let's say a couple of years, but I mean it's still a startup in early traction stage, right?
Mhm.
So does those qualify? I don't know if we should answer the question sequentially so that I don't have to go over it again.
Okay, so your first question is, can a team apply for
Multiple projects.
multiple projects? What does that mean? So you are submitting different projects twice.
Yes.
Did I get that correctly?
Yes, sir, we are. For
No,
example,
I think you should just submit one as a team. Submit one idea.
somebody,
Treasure, is that all your question?
no, okay, I still have a couple more. I said, for the five categories that we have for the early traction aspects, right? How far are we looking at? What will you qualify as? Oh, this thing is still valid as an early traction. Are you looking at a full startup that has probably been bringing in revenue or has been in the industry for quite a while? Would those kind of submissions be qualified?
Absolutely, yes. So early traction is, you have a prototype. That's like the base of it. You have an idea, a prototype, and you've actually scaled up. As a startup, there's the idea stage, there's the early stage, there is also looking at you've launched into the market. So idea stage, I will say you have an idea and you have built like an MVP or a prototype on it. The other one is you're not looking at maybe you've launched into the market, you are probably doing an MVP testing, or you have like user testers on board. You understand? So those stages. So as long as you have a prototype, you are actually at that stage.
All right, thank you very much. So I have like sorry, like two more. In the eligibility criterion, there were things like preference to be given to students who can demonstrate significant financial hardship. So I don't know what is like the how far can you extend this? Like what to what extension can you guys go that you qualify that okay, these people are actually experiencing this financial hardship, because come to think of it, someone that maybe probably is, should I say, overtake qualified right now, to some extent they might have been able to grow over the years, and that financial hardship has probably be blurred away from, even if they came from that aspect, right? But I mean, these guys are already doing well or something, so how would you qualify or quantify that?
Mm. Okay, so for that aspect, I think that's where the story comes from, right? As a team, how do you, for example, I just want like just share ideas here. So how do you actually come together as a team and do the spotlight? So it can be an individual spotlight and everybody can connect from it, or you are doing a group spotlight and you can derive a story, a personal statement from it. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. So it matters
Yes.
how you actually craft out the story. That is where the O of the originality actually comes from, right? It can be a united or a team, right, story, or you are pinpointing an individual, and the individual can connect to the other team members in terms of the story. So there's a way you can craft out the story, and I think that's where the O of the originality, the context of you coming up with the story comes from.
So my last question. It's just quick one. The cumulative CGPA, is it the cumulative of all the team members or part each, like each person's CGPA?
Yeah, it's cumulative of all of you, all the team members' CGPAs.
Okay. That is certain, yeah. So we don't misread it or something. So
Mm.
everybody, the five of us are going to sum up our CGPA, and it should not be, for example, less than 2.8 or 3.5.
Yes, yes.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks for what you did. Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much.
Thank you. So please, if I've answered some of the questions, please you can drop your hands because we have over 30 people hand raised here. Hi, goodness.
Okay, good evening. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so I have like four questions. The first one is the universities that were like that eligible to qualify for this webinar and the project the innovation were mainly federal universities.
We're what?
But my school is mainly federal universities, right?
No, no. I said all universities, polytechnics, and college of education can apply.
So including state universities.
Hmm. Yes, state university. Yes.
Okay. Okay. So I want to know what if I don't like know anybody that is like interested in this stuff because now in my school I think I'm the only one that knows about this stuff that's happening. So is it that I will have to like merge with another school within the same state?
Mm-hmm. No, no. So I think that's one thing that this program will bring about, where you get to connect with people. So I would like to get what university? I which university are you from? Goodness, can you hear me? Okay, I think our network is.
Summer.
Mm. Okay, so I think we'll go to Lawal. When Goodness comes back, we can take a response. Hi, Lawal.
University
Hi, Lawal. Can you hear me?
of American.
Hi, can you hear me now?
Yes, Lawal, I can hear you now.
So that was the same thing I was about to ask
Mhm.
And applied
about
sciences.
the teaming about teaming up. Is it a is the is a submission
Can you
that is making the? Can you hear me?
Yes, I
Yeah,
can hear
network
you.
is
I can hear
breaking.
you.
Uh-huh.
can you hear me
It's about the teaming up. Are we like
now?
finding ourselves from our institution, or the OP is teaming up together?
No, OPE is not teaming you up together. You team yourself up from the same university. So, for example, which university are you from, Lawal?
Olabisi Onabanjo,
Olabisi Bajo. Fantastic. So, I don't know which faculty.
Faculty of Engineering.
Engineering, amazing. So, faculty of engineering, you are from faculty of engineering. You are from Olabisi Bajo. So, all the people we expect from your team must be from Olabisi Onambanjo University. Number one. Number two,
Okay.
you can select people from different faculties. You are a team of five. So you can pick two people from, you are a mechanic. I don't know. I'm just guessing you're a mechanical, right? If
Yeah,
you're a mechanic,
yeah, I'm in mechanical.
okay, good. If you're in mechanical, you can pick someone from electrical engineering. You can go to faculty of, I think, is it communication or telecommunication, and pick someone from computer science. You can pick someone from faculty of art. You can go and pick someone from faculty of education. But you guys must be from the University of Olabisi Banjo University. Did you get that?
Yes, yes, yes,
Yes.
yes.
So you as the, I will assume you are the team leader, right? You will now look at the team and what you need. So what's your own capacity on the team? What other capacities do you need? That's why I talked about the person that will pitch, the tech and product builder, the data and insights person. So you want to look at that and you want to bring everyone's strength onto the team.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the concept now. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, I think the next person is Mohammed.
Assalamu alaikum.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, of course. My team and two members of the team are from Nigerian Army University. And as an Army University, this year we don't have department or faculties
Okay,
in the healthcare domain. And this year our project is something related to healthcare,
okay,
and the domain knowledge matters. So I don't know how it's gonna be.
okay. So what you're saying, you don't have department.
We don't have we don't have medicine and surgery, radiography, all those
Okay,
health department.
okay,
And the project and our prototype on ground now is from the healthcare domain.
okay.
Yes, and our team, we have thought that a team can be composed of different students from different universities. That is why we included a radiographer and a medicine and surgery. So I think the requirement changed.
Oh, okay,
So I don't know how it's gonna be.
okay. So okay, I get what you're saying. So you're talking about the team composition. So
Yes.
the team you have now, you have people from, you pick the radiographer and all of those things. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I think one thing is, as long as you know that everybody has specific strengths, right, that you are looking for. Do you get that?
You also
But but
stated
but
that they are of different university.
Do you say you are from
yes,
different university?
yes, we are from different universities
No, you can.
because I'm university, they don't have healthcare courses, medicine and surgery, radiography. They don't used to offer those courses.
Okay, no, no. You have to be from the same institution. So we're expecting that
Okay,
you go and select a new team that you all must be from one institution. But as you said, you don't have different faculties, so you pick people that have different strengths from your, let me say, one from the old school or something. Do you understand?
okay. So assuming now
Don't go out of your institution to pick people.
okay, but we can still work on that project.
Absolutely, you can.
Hello, sir.
Yes, you can. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Okay. And about the short video, is it that we can record how our application work, like screen recording, or how is the video going to be from?
I think that's where your originality comes from. I don't want to limit the way you actually think about the short video, as long as you are pitching your idea. right? So if
Okay.
you want to
Okay.
demonstrate how your product works and
Sir,
you
come
feel,
again.
okay,
Pardon?
yes, I say as long as you demonstrate how the product works and you feel like that's the best way of approaching it, right? You want to,
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much. Please, hi, Emmanuel Bolu.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I hope I've not answered
Based
your
on
question.
no, you haven't.
Okay.
Based on the domain for the for this innovation stuff, we have fintech, we have healthcare, and edtech, and others like that. What if our topic is not covered in this domain? Something like a smart meter, which is the energy tech. Can we still use it to apply, or is it limited or constrained to this domain that was listed on the portal? That's my
No, it's not. Please kindly mute your mic. No, it's not. So you can apply with, I think that means you are building a product, right?
question.
Right?
Yes, I'm building a product that is not within the domain listed on the website.
Yes, you can apply. You can apply as long as you said now that is like an energy tech. So
Yes.
yeah, so you want to make sure that what you are building, you are not just selling the product. You are talking about it from the idea, the vision, the how you plan to make money, who are your customers, how you plan to scale up the product, and all of that. Do you get that?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Hi, Ayomide.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
I am Henry Ayomide Eniton, a law student from Olabisi Onabanjo University. So I just did this introduction so that the other guy from Olabisi Onabanjo can know that he's not the only one from OUA. Because I don't have a question per se. I have a request that you please send us the slides you just presented, so we can go through them and have a better understanding later on, sir.
All right, that's fine. We'll do that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much,
Um,
Ayomide. Hi, Callistos.
Okay, sir. Good evening, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Okay, I just have one question. Can one person be in multiple teams? Like, can I be in more than one team?
No, just
Maybe
yeah.
because of maybe the skill I possess and in my school, can I be in more than one team?
I know. Just be in your team, make your team stronger, be united. You know, you cannot be in different. You cannot be playing for Chelsea and Man U. Either you're
Okay,
playing,
sir.
yes, either you're playing for one club. You can't play for the two clubs. So you want to, they should buy you out, or they should loan you out for that duration.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I Ojainde Oyinkosola.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
I also want to ask about the team formation.
Okay.
As the student have said earlier, I'm also from Olabisi Onabanjo University.
Okay.
I want to ask if it is actually compulsory to like take my team members from other departments or other faculties because yes, we have different campuses and just like the engineering student said, I am in Shagam, he is in another place entirely. So I don't know if I should still reach out to.
Hi, Ojainde. If you can hear me, please kindly unmute your mic. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please kindly unmute your mic. Okay, so I think I got your question, right? Your question is around, can you pick people from different faculties? Yes. Do you have to pick people from the same institution? Yes. You cannot pick people from, you are in OOU, you cannot go and pick someone from Unilag. You can pick people from OOU. You guys can all be from Faculty of Marketing. You all can all be from that faculty. So I think that's where I will tell you to think about it, right? Hi, Babalola, Adriel Babalola. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you now.
All right, sir. Good evening, sir. Thank you, sir, for the presentation. I have like three questions. Firstly, must our solution have some element of integration with OP?
No.
Secondly, must the solution have early traction? And finally, is there really no? Okay, you said,
So the first question, no.
sir.
The first question is no. It is not a must.
Okay,
Yes.
all right. The second, must solution have early traction?
No. You an idea
All right.
that has a prototype. So you're not looking at traction, but you have a well detailed concept note to talk about the order. How do you plan to make money? Who are your targeted audience? How do you plan to scale? How do you plan to go to the market? And all of that. We want to see that detailed information in your concept note.
All right. Then lastly, sir, before this info session, I checked the website and I tried reaching out on X and everywhere concerning this criteria of having cross-varsity collaboration and team members being from different universities, but I did not get any response. And on the site, the main site, there was no information on whether or not you can allow cross-varsity collaboration. And my team had already had people from other universities, and we have already gone far in our proposal and submission and prototype. So the question is, do I have to dissolve the team and it must strictly be within my university?
Yes, it must strictly be your university. So I think the direct answer is you have to dissolve the team. The clear instruction was the five team members, right, must be from the same institution. I think someone also asked that question here, right? Like, do you mean our team members must be from the same faculty? No, I said that your team members can be from different faculties, different departments. The only constant thing is the same institution. So if all your members are from University of Lagos, they must all be from University of Uyo. All of them must be from the University of Uyo, but different faculties, different departments is allowed. Do you get that?
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, so I think the next person is Sheyi Popola. Sheyi,
Good evening. Good evening, sir.
I hope I've not answered your question.
No, I want to ask about the prototype submission. What format should it be?
Okay. What format should it be? I think the format that we can access, right? I think the major thing is don't go and be the format
Yes.
that we can't access.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I said, you don't want to build something and you just have the only view. And we don't want to also build something where we are requesting, where we have to log in, right? We can click on the link and it takes
Yes.
us to what you are building. Do you get
Okay.
that?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Amos.
Yes,
Can
sir.
you hear me?
Can you hear me, sir? Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Please go on. I needed to mute everyone. Amos, you can go on. Hi, Amos, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. The question, yeah, I can hear you. The question I wanted to ask is, speaking of originality,
Yeah.
and we are also supposed to use Gemini tools and Gemini AI.
Mm.
To what extent can we use the Gemini AI to augment our application? For example, can you use Gemini AI to actually create ideas, or must the ideas be original? As in, you guys were the one that came up with that idea, that came up with that problem. Because you talked about originality and you also talked about using AI tools to augment your application. That's my question, sir.
Yeah, so I will answer your question this way: is when what you are building must solve a real problem. I think that's the first thing, right? So you don't want to put it to AI and AI doesn't understand your community, or just gives you an information about what are the issues happening in your community, right? So that now goes to you as a team. What are the solutions are you guys providing or professing to it? I'm not saying you should not use AI. I said use it smartly and just use it to sharpen your solution. So AI doesn't replace the whole thing you are building and it looks so engineered that you have a very fine ass solution, but when you're asked to talk about it, you struggle to see what the approach of or what the solution would look like, or what the process or what's the workflow of what you are building looks like. How do you plan to scale it? Who are your target audience? Those clarifications are not there. Yeah. Do you get that?
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. John Francis. Okay. David Ajayi.
Hello, sir. Can
Good
you hear
evening,
me?
sir.
Hi, John. Is this John or David Ajayi?
Yes, sir. It's John, sir.
Okay, hi, John. Please go on.
Yes, sir. Please, sir, my question is concerning the exams we are going to write after the 6 weeks webinar.
Okay.
Are we writing the exam as a team, or is it going to be an individual, maybe like an individual base within the team, or we are going to come up as a team to, I don't know whether you understand my question.
Yes, you write very good question. You write the webinar as an individual, and so what happens is we now look at the cumulative of your team.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, sir.
you're welcome, Francis. Great question, by the way. Hi, David.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you.
Yes, I have two questions actually, sir. I have two questions, sir. My first question is, uh, I'm a team. We are from a university we are from Federal University of Agriculture and Technology, OKU, and this is the first set. We are the pioneer set of my university, so we don't have a CGPA. So I don't know how we are going to fill in the
You don't have a
aspect of the
CGPA,
CGPA, sir.
but
Yet,
do you have a GP? What would I say? Yeah, do you have a GP? You have GP.
our GP will be out by July. We don't have a GP yet. We are still in exam
And
stage,
you're in first semester.
exam time frame. Yes, I'm in first semester.
Ooh, okay. Okay. So I would say you apply and let's see what your idea. I think majorly is the idea. So let's see what your idea is as a team. But remember, you all have to be from the same institution. Do you get that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. So about the yes, I get that very well, sir. Thank you, sir. About the second question, uh, innovation, our idea cut across multiple domains. So we are having something on agri-tech, on fintech. So we don't know if it is usable, I mean, it is allowed.
You are building something on fintech. You don't know if it is allowed. Is that what you said?
No, on it cuts across agri-tech
Okay.
and fintech.
Okay. You don't know if it is allowed.
So the
So
information of both of them.
what's the
If it is allowed to, is it
which tech has the major percentage in the solution?
so major percentage is agri-tech.
So it's an agri-tech.
about 80% of it is the agri-tech. Yes, sir.
So he's an agri-tech. I don't think. Yeah, he's an agri-tech.
He's an agri-tech.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thanks so much, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so
Hi,
what
Kende.
do you see in the
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I hope I've not answered your question, Kende.
Not at all, sir. Not
Not
at
at
all.
all. Okay.
Okay, so I first like to ask, you mentioned 4 documents, concept notes, team story and personal statements, a pitch deck, and a short video. So I'd just like to confirm what file format this document should be submitted in. For the concept notes, I believe it's a PDF.
Okay.
The team story will it also be a PDF file?
Yes.
Okay, then the pitch deck would also be a PDF file,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then the video could, of course, a video file format. Then now these documents are what are zipped into a folder, and the link will be submitted on the Google Forms, right?
Yes. They are not going to be zipped. They are going to be uploaded on a drive.
Okay, on the drive. Okay, just
Yes.
on the drive.
Don't go
Which
and
way?
zip it.
Okay,
Upload it
sir.
on a drive and make sure you give us view access into the drive and copy the link and paste the link on the Google form.
Okay, sir. That's understood. Yeah. The second question: when you say team story, what do you mean? Do you mean the thought process behind our idea, or do you mean the story? I don't know. What do you mean by team story? Can you just expatiate on that a little bit, sir?
So when you all come together, right? You all are coming from different background, different departments, w- w- ca- forming a story around that, right? And tilting it down to your solution. Do you understand, right? I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying, but when you all come together, there will be similarities between you people, and you guys can come together and form a team story behind that. Is more of, let's say, how will I put it? If you look at, I don't know whether you're a football fan, but if you look at Arsenal as a football club, winning this winning this Premier League, right? They can come up with a story. They have new players, they have old players. When they all come together, they can form a story of winning it after 6 years. Do you understand?
Yes, I understand, sir.
Yeah, so
Okay, that's
that's
good.
that's like the story I'm saying. That's the analogy
Yes,
I can use. I'm sorry, Arsenal fans, but that's just the analogy I can use.
I'm a Liverpool fan, but it's fine.
Okay.
Okay. This boot camp, is it going to be physical?
The boot camp,
Yes, sir.
no, it's not going to be.
Okay, no problem, sir. And okay, and for on the issue of
Mm.
CGPA, now let's the issue of CGPA, that 3.5, is it a requirement, or is it a requirement, or it's a requirement and the criteria?
I think
Like what I mean,
the
what I mean is this:
yeah.
after cutting off those who
Okay.
don't meet the 3.5,
Yeah.
so those who are in, those who pass 3.5, are they now going to rank them and select them based on that too? Or it's just for them to pass the 3.5?
Mm. So I think the best thing is we want to use, as I said, we want to use the CGPA as an aggregate, right? So the stage the CGPA will come in has to do with, what you need to apply. The four things I'm currently showing, you can't see a CGPA there, right? So best is to impute your CGPA and see where it comes in, right?
Okay, I just quickly want to check the Google Forms. I think it is asked on the Google Forms.
Yes, it is. That's what I'm saying, that you answer, put in your CGPA, and we'll do the aggregate. But
Okay,
no,
sir, no problem.
no if is a priority or not. All I'm saying is just give us your CGPA. Interestingly, is the numbers of hand that are raising is increasing. So I don't know if I'm answering the right questions for it to be increasing. But I think I will go to Ojuawu Divine. I don't know if so apologies if I did not pronounce that well. Divine.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yeah, sir. The question I have is that if we're having multiple teams from an institution, how would the representative, the team that will end up representing the university, be decided?
It will be decided from the application, from the webinar, from the stages of the application.
Oh, so
Yeah,
all teams can apply, then the organizers will be the one to select the one they want from the school, right?
absolutely. But it will be one
Oh,
team per institution that crosses.
okay, okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
And also, during the webinar series and the exams, would it be individually that will be participating, or we just send the representative from the team to participate?
Doing the what?
During the webinar series and exams,
Yes.
we were talking about the stages and you mentioned webinar series and exams.
Yes.
Would, would it be individually that will participate in the webinar series and exams, or we just send the representatives for the team that will end up briefing the other members?
Yeah, for the webinar is for everyone. So everyone come attend the webinar, everyone take the exam. That's the five people in one team. Yes.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Divine. Abubakar Usman.
Mr. Bashir.
Hi, Abubakar. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Bashir.
Good evening.
Yeah, thank you for the wonderful presentation. Here are my few questions. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Just make it like one.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
This the you've been talking about the webinar test. Is it going to be before shortlist or after shortlist? And is it going to be physical or online? You also talk about members or and you also talk about the members. Just, is it going to be for the test? Is it going to be for team leader, like person that lead the team, and also the requirements? Will there for the CGPA? Would there be letter requirement for each member to upload their transcript letter, or just the number is enough? And then lastly, please don't forget to share us the presentation slide you are giving us now.
Okay. I did not get your second question, right? So if you look at the application, is the application shortlisting to the webinar, right? So you have to be shortlisted before you go into the webinar.
Okay.
Yes.
So the second question, the whole team member or just a team leader that is going to take the test
Mm.
after the shortlist.
Is it what? The OT member
I
that will
said
take the test? Yes, I
the
answered that. Yes. Everyone will go through the webinar. Everyone in the team will go through the webinar.
okay.
Yeah.
And then thirdly, will there be later requests, the later requirement of the transcript letter?
No.
Okay.
Mm.
So this then fourth one, please, we need you to help us forward the presentation slide through the email we registered with.
Okay. We'll do that. We'll do that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Abubakar. Um, so I would say because we have the hands are increasing, so I think what we have to do is have um we take one question per person. So please, just one question. So we move on. I think as we go along, you see that we're already repeating answers, right? So I think you just do one question and as fast as possible. So we don't stay here because the hands are increasing and that says a lot. Hi Samuel. It shows a lot of interest. Hi Samuel. Okay, I favor
Ah,
Egbukari. Sorry, apologize.
Okay. So, sir, I have a question. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Mm. Okay, so, sir, what if the team members are from different universities, but they are representing one university? Like even in the World Cup, we have Nigerian players representing other countries, and a football team can be made up of different people from different countries.
Okay, I did not get like you guys are from different institution.
Yes, but we can be representing one university.
No, it's not possible. It's not allowed. You have to be from the same. You are from you are from which institution?
Okay, I'm from Mifa Open University.
Miva Open.
Hello,
Yes.
Mr. Bashir.
All the people that have to come in must be from Miva Open University. That your team must be from Miva Open University. Yes.
mm.
Hi Ahmad.
Oh, yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Ahmad.
Okay, so my question, I actually have two questions, but like let's start with like the priority is the first one. So regarding the 3 minutes video I'm going to make, what are like the criteria? So what things that must be in the video?
Regarding the
And
what?
do all the 5 members have to be in the video? Like all the 5 team members, they have to be in the video, or just the team leader can be in the video?
Oh,
Like what's the dynamics of the video? What I want?
I think that's up to the team to decide. That's your creativity at play. I don't want to determine that for you. Do you get that?
Okay, so people is down to creativity. What about things that must be in the video, like problem solution, but like it's a 3 minutes video, so like
Yes. So
what
it's
are things
how,
that must be
it's
there?
how the team thinks about it, right? We want to see your creativity, want to see your originality at play, right?
Okay.
So if you think it's best for one person, if you think it's best for the five of you, if you think it's best for three people, it's up to the team to decide. But as long as
Okay, okay.
you are sharing what was requested for, I think that's best.
Okay, so keep all of us to be from the same department, right?
What do you say?
It's okay for all of us to be from the same department.
It's not compulsory. Like you can pick people from the same department and people from different departments.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you. I-10. I'm already repeating answers. You
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to ask if you actually I-10. Can you hear me? Okay. I'll go to the next person. I Mary.
Yeah, sorry, I can hear you.
Okay. Is this 10?
So I think you're, yeah, this thing.
Please go on. Just one question, 10.
I think you answered all the questions I wanted to ask. I wanted to ask where you drop the slide that you just presented.
Yeah, we'll share with the team. We'll share with you.
Oh, okay. And another question. What if the team doesn't have a prototype yet?
Okay. You have an idea.
Yes.
Yes, you can build the prototype. That's why you need a product person on the team.
Okay. What if the prototype is just a wait list?
Your prototype cannot be a I'm already answering application questions. 10. If you check what a prototype is, you will see what is needed. But I don't think that suffice what you just shared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Mary. Just one question, Mary. Okay. I hope. Okay. Hi, Mayowa.
I'm here, sir. Hope.
Okay. I hope. I hope I've not answered your question.
And most of it are answered, but I just need clarification in some parts.
Okay.
For the first, I want to say thank you for a nice presentation. For the pitch deck, I want to ask whether it will include future things that you have for the app. Is it going to include the future things that you need that you add for the app? And then another thing is for the virtual webinar. For like us that are medical students, we do 8 to 5 every day. So I want to ask the time because we are still in school. That's it. We're still learning, and it's 8 to 5 every day. So I want to also ask the time. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so for the pitch deck, yes, the pitch deck should comprise your future plans. For the webinar, the timeline has not, the timeline is still in review, so we'll share that with you if you get to that stage. Do you understand? So we'll work with what you have. Mayowa Mustafa,
All right, good afternoon, sir.
good afternoon. Just one question, Mayowa.
Yes, one question. So my question is on the issue of the prototype building.
Okay.
So say someone is trying to build an engineering solution in say healthcare. So the prototype there doesn't mean we have to have a complete product. Because in our field now, a
It's a
prototype is like you have
prototype.
a built.
Yes, it's a prototype. We did not say a complete product, it's a prototype. So yes. Just share your prototype, come up with the standard concept notes and what is needed, the video, the team story, and the pitch deck.
Eh, like what I meant is we do have like, for instance, in our field now, we do have like, okay, say there's a way you can connect it together, not necessarily the finished product. There's a way you can collect all your components together that will still like perform the exact same action
Mm,
you're like trying to like build. So
mm.
that's what we do, like say we call a prototype. Before that, we have a simulation, then the prototype. Then, if the prototype works fine and is tested correct, then we can now finally build a final um product. So the prototype there, are we saying we have to have like get the components, couple it together and see that it works? Or just an explanation of that concept is enough, or even simulations?
Absolutely. You just answered my question. Simulation works. It's a prototype, right? The prototype doesn't have to
Uh,
be the, yeah. So yes.
I think
Yeah. I think okay. Please, if I've answered your question, please just drop your hand so we can know the people that we have. So please just drop your hand if I've answered your question. I know some of these hand raises are repeated questions. So I think the next person will be Nathaniel or okay. Oluwafẹ́rànmi, sorry. Hi Oluwafẹ́rànmi. Hi Awa. Hi Majid. Hi Bright. Hi.
Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, hi Awa. Yes.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sorry, I heard when you were talking about the prototype with the other guy, but the network on my side was really cutting off.
Mm.
So please, what exactly do you mean by what the prototype is? What prototype? What kind of prototypes are you showing?
Okay. So a prototype can be a, for example, if you're building like a machine, it might be a simulation of that machine, not you. Maybe you are building it on a Maya or a, or like a creative studio platform, right? And you're just simulating, showing how the product works, right? So
Okay,
it's more of a demonstration of how the product works, right? Some of the prototype can be an explanation of the idea. It
okay,
matters what you just mean by prototype. It can be the product workflow of what you are building, right? So just think about what type of model your prototype is and try to build something on it.
okay. So it's left out to decide what you want to give as prototype.
Absolutely, yes.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Mula from me.
Follow me. Okay.
Yes, sir. I wanted to ask that um I've forgotten.
Oh, you forgot
Just
to.
bear.
I will call you back, my Feromi. That means I've answered your question, Feromi. I'm Majid. I'm Maji Shedra.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to ask
Yes,
about the prototype. If, for example, now I'm submitting like a Figma link,
Mm,
get that the access is open,
mm.
you will still need the person on the other end to at least log in his or her Gmail to be able to access the file. So that's why I'm
Okay.
asking. In that case, what are we going to do?
Okay. Um, I know you can upload and make it live, right?
Yes.
Yes. So can't you share that live link?
Yes, I can, but the person won't have to request for any access, but person will still have to like at least log in the Gmail to be able to access it from the Figma app itself or Figma website.
All right. All right. So I think that's allowed. Like, but you are not sharing the schematic with us. It's a live link you are sharing where
Yes.
you are building. Yes. Yes. I get you. Yes. We're able to look at that.
So I can send it, right?
Absolutely. Yes.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. I okay.
yes, sir. Sir, this is Ola from me. I've remembered my question.
Okay.
So I want to ask that how many to be what is the minimum and maximum number of people in a team?
I said five people in a team. That's why I said I said that I've exactly answered your question. A team of exactly five members, all from the same institution.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Hi Ogechuku.
Hi, Ahmed. Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, so my question is
Does it matter if an MVP has gotten funded, and how would the exam be carried out, online or physical, after the webinar?
So the first question, doesn't matter if the what's it called, the MVP has raised money or has get, yes, as long as you're sharing the concept with us and we can understand and see the vision of what you are building and also understand your MVP. Right, that is allowed. The exam will be virtual. Did you get that?
No, I did not. Did not get the exam part.
Yeah, so the exam will be virtual.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Hi, Shalom.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Shalom.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
Okay,
you.
so my question has to do with the short video. So imagine a team decides. Can you hear me?
Please kindly mute yourself if you've unmuted your mic. Sorry, Shalom. Let me go.
Mm.
Yep.
Okay, so I said imagine a team decides to use AI to create the short video. Is that allowed?
Use AI to create the video.
Yes, I mean, for example, now you already have parts of the video on ground, and then I mean, AI can do that too. So is that allowed? Is that something then like a voice in the background, something like that? Is that allowed? I'm just trying to confirm.
I think that deletes the aspect of the originality. Right?
Oh,
Okay. Okay. Hi,
Good evening.
Vitalos.
I'm back.
Hello, good evening.
Goodness again. My bad.
Good evening.
Can you
This
hear
is
me?
Vitalis.
Vitalos here. Sorry, it's Vitalos that is going on.
Okay, Yeah, it's Vitalis that is here. I have a question.
Okay.
I have a project that I've almost finished. It's on EdTech.
Mm.
So can I still bring back that project and re-edit it? Is that allowed?
That's up to your team to decide.
Okay, okay, it's for us to decide.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. That's all.
Okay. Hi, Chibuzo.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. My question is, I'm a 100 level student and currently I don't have my CGPA. So my question is this OP challenge done once or will it be done in the future again?
That's an OP question.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay,
I
sir.
think
That's it,
from
sir.
your presentation is something they plan to go over the years.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Hi, Oluwatobiloba. Davis.
Okay, good evening, sir. Please, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, so I'm Oluwatobiloba Davis from FUT Mina. My question is based on the previous requirements. I had gone through the form from beginning to end previously before this call, and I feel I have a couple of questions based on that. For one, in the form, there are spaces for personal statements for each of us, but coming to the call, I believe one of the requirements that was laid out was a team story. So my question is, do we still fill in those spaces for the personal statement? And likewise, in the form, there was also a space for the team story. So do we still make that a PDF and put that in the drive? And also, I would need a bit of clarity, please, on explicitly what should be contained in the drive, which materials, because previously I thought it was just the pitch deck, sorry, the concept notes, the video, the demo video, but now I'm hearing it's team story, concept notes, pitch deck, and the video. So that's mainly where my confusion is lies. And also, now that we're including a pitch deck, please, what would be the difference from the concept notes? Because I feel like there will be a bit of redundancy if those two things are there. I just need a bit of clarity on the submission criteria. Thank you.
Okay, so the first one you said in terms of the personal story and the team story. So for the personal story, as I said, is more of looking at the individual story as a team, as an individual. And the team story is you coming all together and linking a story to the solution you are building, right? So you need to know the difference between that. For the concept note and pitch deck, yes, there are two different required documents, right? For the concept note, you'll be having more of where you have the granular details, right? So, for example, if you are talking about your business model, how you plan to make money, right? Your pitch deck might just give a summary. Your concept note will give like a proper detail of that and give more of numbers or the formulas on how you plan to make money, how you plan to scale into the market. Your pitch deck can just talk about the models of marketing or distribution you are trying to use, which will just be in bullet form as this slide is, right? But your concept note will go into more deeper explanation. So it's not a redundant document, or they're not going to be redundant, they are going to be very important to understand what you are building.
Okay, sir. So just to confirm, the drive should contain the concept notes, pitch deck, team story, and our presentation.
Absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
And make it viewer. Let the reviewer be able to view what you have. So you have to give access.
All right, noted, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Hi, Bright, Amobi. We have to end this call soon. So please, I need to stop where the final raise of hand is. Right. So when I get to that place, we have to stop because it keeps going on. So Bright, please go on.
Okay, thank you, sir. Please, can we structure our team using the exact names you have given in the slides? And also, this pitch deck, just as you have highlighted what things it should be contained. And if you look at the CGPA that was requested, do we also require a transcript? Thank you.
It's a CGPA that is requested. So I think just look at the application, fill the application. Is quite easy to go. Where they ask for attachments, you fill in those attachments, right? So I'll be taking additional three.
Sir,
I'll be taking.
you've not answered the first question.
What was your first question?
I asked, can we structure our team using the exact names that was given in this your slide? And
can you structure your what? Your team name?
Team, yes, using the exact names that you gave in those your slides.
Yes, that's the structure you have to use. So, for example, I said the OP Scholars 2026 for your Google Drive, right? To name your Google Drive, your team name and your institute.
No, the team.
The what?
No, like the team, the each of the team member that you named one as the team leader, you named the other as the presenter and the rest.
Okay, you want to give yourself that title. These are like strengths. They are not so. I don't think you need to do that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll be taking additional two questions, and I think most of the questions have been answered, right? So I'll be taking a question from Muminat.
Okay, hello.
Hi, Muminat.
Thank you very much. So I'm sorry I joined late. So for the team story, are we uploading it as video or PDF? I'm so sorry if I'm dragging you back.
Are you
I was
uploading
not
as video?
there when maybe.
As PDF. PDF.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So my final question will be to Anu Aderemi Afolabi.
Good evening, sir. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go on.
Thank you for the presentation. I came in late, and so from the questions, I've been able to get an idea on what is actually going on. Because my team currently consists of students from different universities, so I plan on rectifying that. So my main question now is on the area of, I think, the people that is going to be on the team. So firstly, our session just resumed. So how do we go? Because now our team is already filled with other students. So and they already have our ideas with them. So how do we rectify this? Because I don't know how we are going to do this, because some students from other universities already have our ideas with them. So I just really don't know how to.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any ideas about
You
to go about
conversation. You have a conversation with them. I think if you are the leader of the team. I will assume you're the leader of the team, and you come with that idea. So you have a conversation, and you guys will come to an agreement that, see, we have to split because the clear instruction from the application is we have to be, all the team members have to be from the same institution, right? So we have to come. I don't know. There will be someone that actually share the idea. The person goes with the idea, and other people can form their team and also come up with different idea they are trying to build, right? So, but they have to be all. I don't know, but you have to just come up with a gentleman's agreement or solution to that, where it doesn't come with a lot of conflict, and the idea you are working on is also the idea they are also sharing. So I think those conversations just have to be had. Yeah.
All right, thank you for that.
Thank you very much.
Please, I have a question.
I'm deeply sorry we can't take any other question. I think
I've been using my since.
since just I
That's
think
been a while
can
since
you
I've been using my
type
hand.
your question in the chat. I will reply to it. You just start with it. Who is speaking, please? If I know.
Is that because you guys speaking?
Because you so type your question and I will reply to your question in the chat. You need to give
Okay,
different remarks.
okay, I will do so.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So
Hello, sir.
thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much, everyone. So I think what we have to do now is to talk about closing remarks. I think someone from OP will share that with us. Just a little bit of summary looking at the deadline. The deadline for this application is June 14th. And there are clear things I know people have asked me. And the first is you all have to be five, yeah, exactly a team of five, and you all have to be from the same institution, no application fee. Also, you need to know that you can be from different faculties in the same institution, and also you must also can also be from different departments from the same institution. One key thing is also to know that about naming your and submitting your work. Please name your drive OP Scholars 2026, your team name, and also the institution. That would be OP Scholars 2026, Dynamic University of Nigeria, Nsukka. And most of that is something that you want to do and submit with. And make sure that you give access. Anyone can view. To do that and to make sure that you've done that, copy this link into incognito and verify if you can actually view the link you will paste to the Google form, that you can actually view it from the incognito. So thank you very much, everyone. We'll be expecting your application. And I'll be replying some of the questions we have in the chat, but I would just like to call upon someone from OP team, the CXR from OP, to give us the closing remarks so we can close out this call. Thank you. Hi, Babatunde. Can you hear me? Hello? The mic is muted. Please give me a minute. Please kindly unmute now.
Okay, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, loud and clear.
All right, thank you for that wonderful presentation. All right, thank you all for staying this far with us tonight. My name is Akin Babatunde, the Sales Officer of Open Digital Services, and I have the honor of closing out what has been a genuinely exciting session. But before I do that, I will just make some clarification about a particular question that was asked about the preference, about the eligibility criteria that has to do with preference will be given to students who can demonstrate significant financial hardship. So I would like to mention, just as it was noted during it was mentioned during the presentation that this program is a robust one and it has three aspects of it. We have the scholarship track, we have the innovation challenge track, then finally the OPE features. So the CGPA requirements speak to the scholarship. It will not disqualify your team from being shortlisted if you have the best solution. Whether you, it will not disqualify your team. Let me just say that. Then, yeah, on how you can demonstrate a significant hardship. So, if you check the form, you will see that individual member of the team has the chance to write their personal statement. So you are expected to give detail about uh, do you have a financial challenges? To what extent is it affecting your academics and other things like that? So you just have to provide the details about how it has affected your study so far and other things. Then from there, the shortlisting will be done. So like I said, CGPA speaks to the scholarship. It doesn't affect whether you'll be shortlisted for the Innovation Challenge or not. But as Mr. Bashir has said, ensure you input your CGPA while submitting your application. So having said that, tonight you've heard from Mr. Ito about what Open Scholars is, the journey so far. What started as just the financial aid initiative is going into becoming a funnel of opportunities, one with a platform for global transformation and youth empowerment. And you heard from Mr. Bashir as well about how the program works, detailing team composition, what you're expected to submit, tips on building a strong application, down to how to set up your folder correctly so that everything is exactly the way it should be. You have everything you need right now, tonight. Ope has provided you with the pen, the book, and now it's your turn to decide what you want to write on it for your future. Right before you is an opportunity for you to understand your question through the solutions you'll be providing to some of the problems in your local environment in Nigeria and Africa at large. That problem you discuss with your friends is all we ask you to offer solution to, build, submit, and take the stage. On behalf of OPay Digital Services, I would like to appreciate everyone who has joined us tonight from different places across Nigeria. Thank you to Google, our strategic partner at the Innovation Challenge, and OPay Features. Thank you, Mr. Bashir, for the clear delivery. I appreciate you too, and Oluwaseun for opening the session. And our deepest appreciation goes to everyone who has contributed in one way or the other to the success of this information session and OPE Scholars program at large. So as you all go to reflect on all that has been said tonight, here is what I want you to do right now. Share this session with your team or with the 5 people you want on your team. Search for OPE Innovation Challenge on Google and apply. You can as well follow us at OP_NG on X and Instagram and use the hashtag OP Scholars, OPX Google so we can find you. Remember, the deadline is June 14th. Ensure you apply when the video is still on. And we can't wait to see what you build. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Thank you very much. Good night, everyone. We are going to share the slide and the recording so you all will listen to it. Thank you very much. And please start your application today. The deadline is June 14th, 2026. Bye, everyone. Yes. Hi, Ife. I'm fine. I'm good. What do you say? How was it? I couldn't hear you. Honestly, and honest opinion is like you should do one more. You need to do one more. Friday. So about the participants, right? Yes, okay. And I think good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. As you join in, please kindly mute your mic. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. Please, as you join in, please kindly mute your mic. And as we wait for everyone to join in. So maybe before we join in, you can introduce yourself. I think it's best we best connect with each other. My name is Bashir, by the way. So if you want to introduce yourself, I think you can do your name and your school. It will be great to know that so we can connect with each other. So I'll be calling the names as I see the names in the chat. So just in the chat, just your name and your school, so we can just connect by that. Nice to meet you, Bamikole Nathaniel from Federal University of Oye Ekiti. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Toby from Miva. Nice to meet you, Simon from Miva. Welcome, welcome to the call. Yeah, again. Welcome to the call. As you join in, please kindly mute your mic. Hi, Olabi. Hi, Chisom from Unilag. Hi, Lawal. Welcome, welcome to the call. Lawal from Olabisi Onabanjo University. Hi, Jacob from Lagos State University. Nice to connect with you. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the OP Scholars Information Webinar. As you join in, please kindly introduce yourself, your name, and your school. It will be good to connect. We have a lot of people from Miva Open University on the call. Welcome. Hi, George from Federal University of Agriculture, of Technology. Hi, Emmanuel from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, UNN. Hi, Alex from Unilag. I'll keep calling your names. Hi, Akolo from NUTM. Hi, Dumsuka. I did not get your university. Hi, Ibrahim from Crawford University. Hi, Uluwasegun from OOU. Welcome to the call. Welcome. Welcome, Waris. Okay, Dumsuka from Uniport Medicine and Surgery. Welcome. Hi, Olajumoke from Lagos State University. Welcome. Hi, Adu Agbemi from Ilorin. But when you invest in Ilorin, is it what institution from Ilorin? I know there is Unilorin, there's Kwara Poly, there's College of Education. So Adu Agbemi, let us know where you're from. Hi, Enoch from Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Hi, Agana from University of Nigeria, Nsukka. Welcome to the call. Kindly mute your mic as you join in. This is going to be a very interesting session as we go ahead, just to know about what the OP Scholars Program is about and what we have for you in terms of benefits and getting into the program. So just introduce yourself. I think I've got to know a lot of people from Miva University today. Hi, Enito from OU. Hi, Ekundayo from University of Jos. Hi, Victor from University of Nigeria, Enugu campus. I know there's Nsukka campus, there's Enugu campus also. It's good for you to clarify where you're from, Victor. Hi, Enoch. I think I was talking about Enoch. So kindly, everyone, welcome to the call. This is 4 p.m. We will be starting soon. Okay, I think I have one hand raised. Hi Ibrahim, just a minute, right? Let's welcome before the questions start coming in. But you can type the question. I think it's best for you to type as we welcome people into the room. Did you get that, Ibrahim? I don't think you've introduced yourself, Ibrahim. Right? Hi Ajayi from University of Agriculture and Technology. Hi Esther from Miva Open University. Welcome to the call. Just kindly mute your mic. I have the power to mute everyone on the call, so don't let me use my power. Before I use my power, so please let's just mute our mic before I use my power. So yes, kindly mute your mic. Introduce yourself, your name and your university. I, Sadika Umar from Federal University of Health Science, Azari. Welcome to the call. Welcome. I hope you've seen your colleagues on the call. Connect with them. Go and meet them after the call. Hi, Abdul Mudalib Ibrahim from Federal University of Health Science also. Welcome to the call. We are going to be starting at exactly 4:05. So just take your time, get water, get seated, mute your mic, get your notepad to take notes. It's going to be a session where you're going to get a lot of clarifications around the program and challenge. So just get ready. Kindly, as you join in, please mute your mic. As you join, kindly just introduce yourself, your name and your university. I, Shegun Daniel from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria. I, Daniel Olanikwekun from National Open University of Nigeria. Hi, Peter from Ziba Institute of Technology. Hi, Divine. Hi, Emmanuel from UNN. Hi, Amos from University of Jos. Hi, Swalihat. I hope I get that correctly. Pardon me. From Abu Zaria. Hi, Ibukun from OOU. Hi, Yunusa from Lagos State University. Welcome. We have a lot of different universities. I'm just not knowing that I don't know universities in Nigeria. I don't expect to know that, but it's interesting to see quite some that I've not heard of before, and that's nice to know. And welcome for joining us. I teach Jeshu from University of Jos. Goodness from University of Medical and Applied Sciences. Welcome to the call. We have people from Lagos State University. Stephen, welcome to the call. Welcome to the OP Scholars Program. And today we are going to be having the information webinar where we'll be clarifying a lot about the application, the eligibility, what you need to know to apply, the benefits, what you'll be getting, the application requirements. We're also going to be giving you tips for to have strong applications, and also going into like the program deep dive. What does the program, what are you getting? What's the approach we're going to be using to implement this? So you're going to be getting all of that also. So welcome, welcome. We have just 1 more minute. We will be starting soon. So if you have friends that are yet to join, please kindly notify them. Let them join the call. It's going to be a very... Hi Mohammed, welcome to the call. So we are going to have a very interesting and educative and clarifying session. So just welcome, welcome, welcome to the call. So we have 1 more minute. I anointing. I can see your emoji. Welcome. So as you join in, welcome to the call. Mute your mic. We are going to have a space for Q&A. You are going to be given the right, like where you are going to raise your hand and we're going to answer all of your questions and reply all of your questions and everything you need. So just listen in to get the whole details of the application. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is 4:05. We will be starting now. We will be starting now and getting to the information webinar. Welcome everyone to the OP Scholars Program National Innovation Challenge in partnership with Google. And today we are going to be having the information webinar. This information webinar, as I said earlier, will be around the application deep dive, approach of the opportunity, also looking at what will give you a tips for a strong application into the program, what are the benefits you will get into the program, what is the duration of the program, and also what are the different perks we have for you during the program. So this is going to be an interesting ride. And if you have any question, as I said, you can drop your hands now. We have a space for live Q&A where you're going to ask all your questions, and some of the questions you have might have some answers as we go through the session. So Joseph, I'm going to lower all your hands when it's time for Q&A. I Emmanuel, when it's time for Q&A, we'll get all of your questions and you'll be able to reply that. So just bear with me. So as we go into the next slide, I will be calling on the representative from OPE to take us around the vision around the OPE scholars. What's the vision? What are the major outcomes they're expecting? And what do they have for us? So I think I have my representative on the call. Hi, the CSL personnel from OPE. Are you on the call?
Hi, Bashir. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you for welcoming me. I mean, I'm quite excited to have this. I have been listening in right from about 3:55. How you had welcomed everybody, personalized the entire process. I mean, I was beginning to feel, oh, probably I should just take another form and get back to those undergraduate years. Those years of being an undergraduate. I mean, back then we would say, "Oh, we can't wait to graduate." Now that we've graduated, we've seen that it's a whole new, different ball game entirely. Quite different from what we had in our own tiny little brains as at that time. But I think are we ready to move ahead now?
Yes, we are. Yes, we
If
are.
you
Please take us straight.
Okay, okay then. Good evening once again, Bashir. It's been a pleasure getting to work with you through the entire process and planning of this entire program. And good evening, everyone. My name is Ituro Udo. I'm the CSR manager at OPE, and I have the pleasure of telling you that there are so many things that you'll be learning today with respect to our latest baby in town, the Innovation Challenge, OPE Scholars. I know many of you here have actually heard about the OPE scholarship program, which we had started off in 2024, but now we've taken the game to another level. Now it's quite bigger, better, more inclusive, with lots of opportunities that every one of us on this call who are undergraduates will be seizing the opportunity to want to jump on and just turn our lives around and put our schools on the national world national map. We could also call it a world map, because for you to make it to the grand finale, don't worry, I'm already spilling the milk already. But don't worry, I'm actually itching to go on. But quick one, I would like to start by saying clearly that many of us have been seeing so many ads online saying it's the OPE scholars, and maybe we're looking at it from just one side of view. But I'd like us to think outside of the box. Let's say we're using a triangle this time around, and then the triangle has actually three angles. A triangle has three sides, three angles, like the word says. So we'll be looking at this particular program today from three different angles. It's one gun. There's a popular saying that says you can kill two birds with one stone, but this time around we're using one program to kill three birds, but not literally killing. We're not putting anybody to the knife this time around. So I'd like to just share with us now one of the things that I'll be sharing with you. And
We can't hear you again, sir.
We can't hear you again. I think you're muted.
oh,
Yes, you're muted. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
How about now?
Yes, we can hear you now. Loud and clear.
Please, if there's anybody on this call that has access to 12 or 7 candles, please begin to burn those candles, because I'm surprised how how my mic suddenly went muted even without me touching it. But having said that, I'm sure we have lots of prayer warriors here. So please begin to drop those prayer points. Nothing goes wrong with the internet today while I make this presentation. So the OPE scholars, actually will be having three different sides to it, interesting ones, three different trajectory. I would like to say that one is innovation challenge, which is going to be very mouth-watering. I mean, imagine yourself, you know, coming together with your team, you set up and provide a tech-driven solution, and then couple of months down the line, you meet yourself on the grand finale, well lit stage, mic in your hand with your team with you, and you're pitching your solution to some tech experts, tech professionals, tech giants, and then at the end of the day, your team is announced as the winner of the innovation challenge. I mean, that means you are able to have access to a pool of about 18 million naira. So we have that will be coming up as part of the innovation challenge. So it's not just an innovation challenge, but it's giving you an opportunity to develop something locally, trying to solve a problem that is very peculiar to Nigeria, peculiar to the society. But one thing you should have in mind about this innovation challenge is that we're having it together with Google. And I mean, when you hear Google, I'm sure almost everybody on their phone would have actually used one of their products even before this time. And right now, we're actually on one of their products, Google. So imagine giving or having that exposure from Google. You know, it opens you up to lots of opportunities. You might only be looking at it as a locally organized event, but think of it from a bigger and a larger scale to say, if Google, which is a tech global giant, this is a company that is well rooted in tech solutions, problem solving. They've seen it all, they've done it all. Imagine them giving you that limelight, giving you that spotlight, giving you that visibility to the global audience. What do you think becomes of you? What do you think becomes of your school? What do you think becomes of your career path? Hold that thought. Now, the second one, which is the 1.2 billion naira 10-year scholarship. This is actually the flagship. This is where the innovation challenge evolved from, where we started off by giving 300,000 naira to over 420 students across 20 tertiary institutions in Nigeria in 2024 and 2025. Now, the games have gone up. The older you grow, the more things that are expected of you. So now we have gone into year 2. We have now included the innovation challenge as an added advantage, as an added opportunity, as a door and a pathway. But going back to the 1.2 billion naira scholarship that we have started off in 2024.
Honestly, I was. I will not lie. I was enjoying it. I was like, okay, trying to talk. You know, I don't want to have it. Let me enjoy my life some. I like some more. But I'm like, why is this asking this kind of question? I don't become like